We have a very peculiar situation here where in West Bengal there are protests. Even Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has said, why was death penalty not given to Sanjay Roy? In Kerala, we are seeing a large number of people really happy about the fact that death penalty has been given to Greeshma.
In the RG car case, right, you see much greater fidelity to the law as to how judges must decide in choosing between life imprisonment and the death sentence, right? And there is, irrespective of what our views might be of these incidents and the people involved in these incidents, Greeshma decision, I'm sorry to say, there's a shocking ignorance of what the Supreme Court requires. The judge has committed the cardinal error of cherry-picking the judgments that the judge likes to reach the conclusion that the judge wants to reach. Of course, the judgment is replete with the judge's moral abhorrence for Greeshma and the accused, and the manner what he thinks of her sexual behavior and the morality of it, and that's so evident. But that is not a good enough judicial reason to impose the death penalty.
People are mostly trigger happy with instant justice, and there is always an ask for death penalty whenever there is something like this has come up. Even we saw the public in favor of encounter killings without any proper trial. These crimes are rooted in the way that gender is looked at the society. Because here is one woman employed and working in late night shifts where, we have always, time and again this comes, right? Women claiming public spaces or women claiming professional spaces where odd hours they have to work, and the safety and the concerns. And here is a crime that has been committed.
A case in Karnataka in the 2000s when this woman Shubha Shankarnarayan, she was accused of killing her fiancé of 4 days. They couldn't believe a woman could have done it in the first place, and they absolutely wanted death sentence. They were baying for her blood. But the trial court, it was a fast track court. When they gave her life imprisonment to her and her two accomplices, including the person that she was supposedly in love with.
We must demand of our judges, and it is in all our interest, that judges decide according to the law, and not according to their subjective morality, right?
Two aspects in both these cases. One is, in the Kolkata case, the DNA sample was contaminated. There was actually a female DNA found, which is of very less quantity. Other than the accused and the victim, there's a third DNA found of a female, and the DNA is contaminated.
300 death sentences that are given by trial courts in this country, nearly 95% are finally, the appellate courts find that they should not have been sentenced to death. Now, it is a shocking percentage and a shocking kind of failure by our trial courts that this is the extent of reversal.
Behind establishing PM CARES was to deal with pandemic. Now, when this was established, the government, the Prime Minister, everybody reached out to the people and institutions and private companies, even the government employees. They were made to donate part of their salaries. We have not seen these financial statements because it has not been made public. That is where the problem of transparency comes in. Why do we need to know these details? Because donations were made by us as well. We as a citizen, many people donated during COVID.
This is not small change, these are huge amounts of money. So obviously there is an attempt every year constantly, right from 2020 when it was formed, this PM CARES, there has been an attempt because they collected more than 3,000 crores in the first month alone. Where is this money going? Who is paying? We need to know where the money is going, because ultimately we don't know what is it being used for. There is a chunk they say they have received, there is a chunk they say is going out. Beyond that, what?
Over 6,000 crore rupees is lying in PM CARES, which as per the closing statement of the last audit report 22-23, what will happen to that money? That's the third question. Because the whole idea behind setting it up was to deal with the pandemic. As you rightly said, we do not...